Now let's talk about your website, the fourth and last component we're going to talk about today. For many businesses, your website's nothing but a glorified brochure. And I saw a statistic on Google just recently, and the statistic said directly from Google that he had indexed over 1 trillion pages. Now I'm going to take a stab at this. It's a wild guess, but 1 trillion pages might equate to 1 billion websites. Now it's like putting your brochure in a pile of 1 billion other brochures and hoping somebody's going to find you in that pile. Well, it's not going to happen. And that's why we need to direct traffic to our website through various marketing and advertising means. Now, even though I started this presentation today in saying that your website's not the only thing about online marketing, there's various other channels. What is true and what I want you to keep in mind is that your website is the foundation to all your online marketing endeavors. So you can't do search engine optimization unless you've got a website, email marketing, Google advertising, blogs. Your website is the foundation to a successful online marketing endeavor. Now, with that in mind, just want to talk about Craig Reardon, controversial article that he wrote in September 2012, and it was about business owners' websites. Craig Reardon's a very, very respected writer. He writes for Smart Company. I recommend you sign up for their updates and their information. They send you weekly, sometimes twice weekly, great business ideas, great tips and advice about small business. It's free to sign up. Smart Company, please look them up. And Craig Reardon writes for this Smart Company. Now, in September 2012, he had an article that was headlined, "Your website is now your business." Your website is now your business. Now, this is his diagram in that particular article. And we always know that there's been a traditional marketing and online marketing. There's been a traditional divide between the two. So your website is now your business. Now, whilst I don't fully agree with that statement, I don't fully disagree with that statement, and I want to explain why. You see, there's been a dramatic shift in the marketplace on how people are buying. How people are buying has changed. Whether you know it or not, you have a sales funnel in your business. Now, some people have a really short sales funnel. So from lead, goes through a few steps to a customer. It's a very quick process. Whilst others have a really long sales funnel. So from lead, there's a lot of steps in the process before the customer comes out the other end. You know your sales funnel better than I do. We all have, if you're in business, you have a sales funnel. Now, here's an example of how a sales funnel might look. And we might pretend we do some marketing, say, in the local newspaper. So in the past, we would do our marketing in the local newspaper and the lead would come into our sales funnel. And the first point of contact would probably be the phone inquiry. "Hi, seen your ad, like what you think, can you tell me a little bit more?" You've built rapport up over the phone inquiry, and perhaps the next stage in this sales funnel example might to get the person to come to your store to buy something. Customer comes to your store and buys something, makes a choice, decides to purchase, gives you some dollars. They have become a customer. So from lead, from marketing lead, through your sales funnel process, they've become a customer. Now, at any one step in this process, we could have potentially burnt the lead. So what I mean by that, we've put the ad in the local newspaper, the phone call has come in, one of your staff has picked up the phone. They've just got off the phone with their partner and they've just had a fight. So they're a bit testy, and the customer picks up on that and hangs up the phone and vows never to return to your store again due to bad service. We have actually burnt the lead at the phone inquiry level. Now, we can't blame the local newspaper or the marketing source, because the marketing source did its job. All it was job was to do is to deliver the lead to the sales funnel. But we've burnt the lead at this phone inquiry level in that instance. Perhaps the customer has come to your store and your staff have been milling around the counter and hasn't shown the customer any good service at all. The customer feels unloved, turns around, walks out, vows never to return to your store again. We have burnt the lead at the visit the store level. Now, I don't care what business you're in and what industry you're in, what you do, but us as small business owners all have holes in our sales funnel. And it's up to us as business owners to be plugging up those holes as best as possible. Because if we can plug up those holes as best as possible, what we're trying to achieve is a high conversion rate of leads to customer. If we get a high conversion rate of lead to customer, we're going to get a better return on investment in our marketing spend. And I don't know about you, but I only had a limited marketing spend, remember? And I want to get the best return on investment I possibly can, because otherwise my business won't grow. And the only way to get the best return on investment on my limiting marketing spend is to get a high conversion rate of leads to customers by plugging up my sales funnel. Now, how people are buying has changed. And I want to direct your attention to this. Now, I usually ask this question in a live seminar scenario when I do my live presentations. See if you can relate to this. You either nod to yourself, say yes out loud, put your hand up, whatever, but see if you can relate to this question. Who now, if you see an ad in the real world, traditional marketing sense, billboard, local newspaper, yellow pages, you see somebody's ad somewhere out there, who now goes and checks out that person's website first and before you decide to ring or visit the store? Let me say that again. Who checks out that person's website first before you decide to visit or ring the store? Now, in a live scenario, I usually get about 90% of the room putting their hands up. Hopefully you're sitting there and saying, yeah, I do that. I check out the person's website. 90% of people put up their hand to say, hey, we check out the person's website before we decide to ring or visit the store. So what that tells me, what that quasi-survey tells me, is that the new step in the sales funnel process is your website. I can tell you there are a lot of crap websites out there. I'm sure your website looks fantastic and it's doing a great job for you. But there are businesses out there that have got terrible websites. And they are burning the lead at the website level and they don't even know it in a lot of instances. You see, if you're offering a service and I see your advertising somewhere and I go and check out your website and your website is amateur and unprofessional, it's been built by a friend's 15-year-old daughter, I'm going to think you're unprofessional, you're amateurish, whatever service that you're offering, because I'm making a judgment about you and your business on your website. So I take you back to that tree scenario when I said that your website is the foundation to all your online marketing endeavors. Remember we said that your website is the foundation to all your online marketing endeavors. That has changed because your website now is the foundation to all your marketing endeavors, online and offline. So we go back to that controversial article by Craig Reardon, September 2012. Your website is now your business. Whilst I don't agree fully, I don't disagree as well. But what I can tell you is that line, that division between online marketing and traditional marketing, it's now gone. And your website, whilst it's not your business for a lot of bricks and mortar businesses, everyday businesses, what I can tell you is that your website is core to your business. It's core to your business because it's core to marketing. And we know, because we started this presentation saying off, to be successful in business, you have to be the best marketer. And if your website's letting your marketing endeavors down, it's going to adversely affect your business.